Hey, how's it going?
Great. Brazil.
How are you?
Hi. Great.
Nice to meet you.
Somewhere out there, our city is bleeding.
A convite da Universal TV, o CinePOP viajou até Chicago para conversar com o elenco da série Chicago Fire e tirar novidades sobre a 7ª temporada que estreia no Brasil nessa segunda-feira.
So Casey is single, separated now. No, we're gonna see him do what he does best, which is gather all the pieces, put them together, get up, dust it off, and move on. Because the alternative is not good, you know. So we're going to see, he's going to struggle with it, but we're going to see him get back on the horse, which is good. But also bittersweet, you know. There's always going to be a lingering thing there. It's like with me and Severide, you know, the relationship there never really goes away, but they work together really well as a team, you know, and so that's the ultimate goal, is just to keep swinging. You know, if you keep swinging, then eventually you'll hit.
Honestly, this season so far has been my favorite. It just feels like completely reinvigorated. The writing has been great. We have new characters. Of course, we lost Monica, but she's off about to start directing Law & Order SVU, so she's happy. And this season just feels like we're doing something that our potential has been leading up to for a long time, which is 3 shows back to back to back on the same night, and everyone's really, really excited about it. It feels like we're going to have more people watching us. That would be the answer for me.
And also, just in general, because we're all on the same night, it gives us more opportunity to bleed the shows together more and kind of, and like, you know, up until before this season, all 3 shows would start at different times in the year. This year, we all started filming on the same day, and that makes it a lot easier for the writers to kind of keep the storylines married to one another, and it's going to give us the opportunity to be more about, you know, that CCU, that Chicago Cinematic Universe.
Right.
Just like real life, relationships have their ups and downs, and so we will kind of get a peek into what that looks like with Stella and Kelly. She has a friend from high school come to visit, and it's a man, a very tall, attractive man. So you know, we see how that goes with Kelly. They have a bit of a disagreement about him. But I mean, other than that, we'll see. It should be a fun ride.
What we're doing a lot of is adjusting to the absence of the beloved Gabriella Dawson and adjusting to the arrival of a new paramedic,
Emily,
and another new player who I can't get too specific about because it's tied into a plot line that has not yet been revealed.
Well, there's no way that you can't find that you're not going to get new drama, new stories when new people come in, right? Like it's so you're going to be dealing. Obviously, the characters are going to be dealing with losing a great friend and losing a tremendous worker as a firefighter and a paramedic herself. And for us personally, she's our sister. You know, we adore her, and we're so incredibly thrilled for her. We knew when we first met her that she was going to end up taking over the world because she is just a powerhouse of a female.
Yeah.
And we're just happy that she's happy, kind of living her dream right now. And the same for Gabby in a lot of ways, because Gabby's kind of found, you know, what she loves, and so
Indeed.
I just think it's good for everybody.
Eu perguntei aos atores o que eles acreditam que faz a série tão bem sucedida, não só nos Estados Unidos, mas também no mundo todo.
It seems to me the only clear answer is because, my goodness, we are possibly the most attractive people on television. And it's just hard to take your eyes away. That's more than likely what it is.
Maybe my 6-pack.
Yeah. Or maybe it's my 12-pack on top of my 6-pack.
It's looking really nice.
Thank you, by the way.
Really
Thank you.
nice.
I'm working on it.
I don't know.
Sincerity?
I honestly, I don't. I think it's the comedy. I think we're the levity. We bring a factor to the show that maybe not all the characters can bring because they're busy being sexy and being
and the
strong.
world loves Deadpool shows in general. Like it's
That's
like
true,
you know,
yeah.
like Dick Wolf knows how to produce programming that people want to watch, so I just think that we've been lucky enough to be a part of a show that is in the Dick Wolf universe.
Absolutely.
And the fact that people have latched onto it is unbelievable. It's still hard to imagine. I've heard 7 years so many times today. That just seems unreal. It just seems completely unreal.
We don't have much competition with that in that genre. Let's say firefighting. But that being said, it's a selfless. I think they're really easy to look up to. I think it's a noble profession, and it's something that not everyone has in them. It's a selfless profession. So you put yourself in harm's way to save a stranger. And I think that's a universal, even if you don't have that in you or that's not your skill set or your ambition, that you appreciate it. And I think that, between that, writing, having really great writing and a great cast, a great group of actors that genuinely get along and we're able to free each other up and tell stories, I think that resonates with audiences on a universal level. So whether there's a language barrier or not, I think you see that and you appreciate it, and it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun people have fun watching it.
And seeing firsthand how hard is the life of a fireman. So what message could you send to the firemen that watch the show and see what you do every day?
Let's say we're sorry. We're sorry we've turned your lives into a soap opera. We get it. We get that we're not terribly accurate. We do the best we can while still delivering a palatable network drama. And you guys are heroes, and we have great respect for you.
It's pretty good. I just think that there's a lot of firefighters that, aren't crazy about the show, but then there's a lot of ones that really, they like the energy that comes about some of the issues that we bring up that do relate to them. And and again, as Christian said, it's our hat is always off to the real responders. What they have to really process is deep and devastating, sometimes they see things that no human being should ever have to see.
I would just be interested to see how, because everyone does it differently. Australian firemen don't vent. They don't vent. They think it makes it worse. You're opening it up. You add more oxygen to a fire. Fire plus oxygen equals more fire. So I think they'll see the actual differences in how we operate, because how we operate is how firemen here, or this particular house would do it, and everyone does it a little differently. So, in terms of equipment, the fire department here has different stuff. They wear helmets in other countries, they wear full helmets, which are probably actually better. We should probably be wearing full helmets, not just, the old school ones. But, I like the little differences in tactics and stuff.
Divertidos e cheios de segredo, os atores também contaram pra gente o que eles aprenderam com a série.
How to be a friend, right? I'm a better friend than when we started. How to cook.
Yeah, that's a low bar, but yeah.
Yeah.
Eles também comentaram sobre a despedida da atriz Monica Raymond, que interpretava Gabriella Dawson.
Just quite literally, the show will never be the same without her. She is such a treasure. It was such a pleasure to get to work with her and to learn from her. But it is in theme with the way that firehouses actually work. People are coming and going all of the time. So I think it opens up space for new stories to be told, which will be interesting and exciting to dive into.
You don't know from week to week what's going on and the people that come in, the people that go out. It's like being in the circus. So everything's always in flux. Whether you have characters that come and go, stay for a while, you never know. But I do think in terms of storyline, it's going to be a different tone for the audience and then for us telling stories. Kelly being in a steady relationship for once with someone in the firehouse is something that we haven't touched on. Casey not being with Dawson all the time in the firehouse is something that we haven't seen. So I think just, you know, the mix-up of storytelling and storylines is going to be, I think will give way to hopefully a good reception from the fans.
O Bar do Moles mandou avisar que agora tem rodada tripla toda segunda.
Ninguém se mexe, eu vou pedir uma rodada.
I'm just trying to get to the bar. Trying to get to the bar. I'm just trying to get to the bar.
Segundas de Chicago, com as 3 séries da franquia na mesma noite. Estreia dia 22, 9h30 da noite, no Universal.